Hello, hello, hello. Another Wednesday, the 27th of August. We join you again at 7 p.m. I'm going to be joined by the live queens shortly. We have a lot to talk about. Super excited to share for the first time here on this Insta Live that we have all our tickets sold out for the event this coming Saturday, Mrs. Africa Island finale. So if you haven't bought your ticket, we'll see you next year. But it's been absolutely a fabulous experience. Okay, I'm gonna wait for my live queens to join in because we're gonna be talking about the two finales. We're gonna be talking about the Mrs. Africa Island finale. We're gonna be talking about the one in the UK as well, Miss Africa UK pageant finale, which is only in September 13th. Then we're gonna have a surprise guest at the end of this live. So for the first 30 minutes, it's just gonna be me and my live queens talking about hours and hours of work that we've put into the two pageants. But you're the first to hear it here on this live that we have sold out our tickets at the Johnstown Estate, and that is absolutely a beautiful achievement. We're super excited. All right, let me see my live queens. Thank you so much, Aruma ZW. We've had the shout out from all of our Zim queens. We really appreciate the love. We appreciate the shout out. It's because of people like you that we're able to spread the news as much as possible. We're able to have as many people come through and celebrate with us.
Hey, Queens.
Hey Queens, how are you?
Blessed and grateful. How are you?
Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. How are you, ladies?
Very
Love.
well, thank you.
Brilliant. Okay, so I was just saying here that we're going to be talking about the two pageants, Mrs. Africa Island, the one that's upcoming this weekend, and we're going to be touch basing on Mr. Africa UK and Ireland. The finale is on the 13th of September, so obviously those tickets are selling as well. So we're going to talk a little bit about that for a little bit, and I'm not going to share who our secret guest is going to be a little bit later on this live. Unfortunately, we had a cancellation, but we have somebody who's kind enough to come through and come and share their passion and come and share what they're all about. All right. So what kind of day are you guys having today?
It's been busy, but I'm grateful to be here.
It's a good busy. Nothing beats a good busy. We're like dead beat and tired. You can see how tired I am, but I'm full of joy.
Yeah, I
It
think it
has
makes
been
a
a
big
good one.
difference.
How about you, Queen Boss Queen?
I'm good. Tired, but yeah, busy at work. I think it's just same. August is that kind of month everybody's going on holiday and you have to tackle everything at work if you're not
Yeah.
on holiday. By the way, I like your, whatever's going on your head. It reminds me of the way we do the Tanzanian way of carrying the water or actually going to when we're having a wedding, but the
Yeah.
pre-wedding thing.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
symbolic. I'm ready to carry something.
It's actually maybe because the wedding is on Saturday, might be.
The clear thing, yeah. I mean, I didn't plan it at all. I was wearing something completely different during the day, and I'm just like, I'm gonna just put a clear on to hide my hairstyle kind of situation. But I think it
It's
even matches
nice.
the Life Queen's colors. I
You
think
know,
it
it's
goes.
giving me ideas because I'm going to a Duke and Slay event, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think I've got my idea now.
That's fine. I hope you know how to tie it.
My
It's
sister, I'll
difficult.
I'll FaceTime you if that time comes.
No, for me, it's just, luck of the draw. Sometimes I turn it around and then it stays. Sometimes it does something else. So today it's meant to be.
Oh, bless. No, it looks lovely. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Hit me with some questions, and I'm going to hit you guys with some questions until our secret guest comes through. And people in the audience, I know most of you are going to be coming through on Saturday. If you're not coming on Saturday, you're going to be seeing us on our socials. You're going to want to know what's going on. So hit us up. And if you've got any sort of questions about the weekend, I know a lot of people are asking a lot of questions. This is the time to ask them. But we just wanted to say that we are super grateful and super, super excited. I'm stoked. I can't wait.
It's gonna be grand, I think.
Okay, Boss Queen, do you want to go first with your question, or?
Yes, I don't mind. I don't mind. Thank you, Queen Ash. For me, actually asking you, Queen Deep, first of all, how has the journey been? How are you first? And secondly, how has the journey been as a, as a queen mother after being on the other shoe?
I think I officially become Queen Mother on Saturday, right?
Nah. You are a queen mother immediately. You have the queens and you are actually, they are tagging along like, like a duck, and the ducklings are behind. Exactly. And you're showing them the path towards the grand finale. So you have been a queen mother all along. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me see if this projects well.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You know what? For me, I'm super filled with gratitude at this point. I think you can only prepare and do so much and empower so much and plan so much. It gets to the point where you've done all of the planning and everything, you just give it to the universe. And I've had a lot of bittersweet moments this week, or the past couple of weeks anyway. But every time I'm reminded of the army and the troops of people who are actually rallying behind us and my doing this. Um, this evening, even when I was thinking of Life Queens, I was thinking I've got a million things to do. But I was thinking, oh my gosh, I can't wait to be with the Life Queens, because that's just a moment to reflect with people who actually, they know exactly where you are, they know exactly where you want to be. So for me, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. And for somebody who wanted to start their own empowerment program or pageant or whatever, I would actually say make sure that you join a pageant first yourself. I have amazing amounts of resources and networking and lessons from my own personal journey. And I think what that did for me is it's taught me to always think about the queens. When I think of a challenge or a lesson or an event or whatever, I always reflect back to my own journey at Africa UK pageant. And I always remember the good memories, and I'm just like, this is the memory that I want my young queens to have. And I think that's at far and foremost, the first thing that you need to think about is you don't think of yourself, you don't think of anything else. If you have the queens at the center of it all, they will come through for you, and somehow it just works out. And by being at Miss Africa UK pageant myself, like I said, I am absolutely grateful for the resources that are there. I wouldn't have had those resources had I not gone into pageantry myself. So Queens, life queens, obviously you are my life, you're my lifesavers, Africa UK pageant, and all of the people that are associated with it. So gratitude, anxiety, fear, loads of things going on, but at the back of it all, I think I'm solidified by the fact that I've lived this experience before, so it feels right. So I know it's going to go correct.
Oh, that's really nice. I can't wait to see it. Honestly, the way you are excited, I can only imagine the queens being so overly anxious. But to be honest, I always say if it doesn't scare you, you're not doing it right.
Oh,
So
yes,
I think it's gonna be grand.
Sure to be grand, sure to be grand, for sure.
But it's like when you said it's important that you first get into into a pageant yourself before you start your own pageant. I think it would be get into a great pageant, because
For sure.
it has to be good. It has to be one that's nourishing, that's truly empowering, in order for you to be able to empower the next generation. But to be honest, you've done a really good job, and I think we at Africa UK pageant are so proud of you, Queen D.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for seeing me. I appreciate that.
So what can we look forward to the red carpet? I understand there's a red carpet.
Ooh.
There better be, duh, because all of us queens are gonna be coming, and we're going
Royalty
to
is coming through. We need
exactly.
a red carpet. So what's
My
happening at the red
sisters.
carpet?
Oh, I hope people are ready. I'm hoping that I have enough time to sort of just take in the moment because sometimes it can just go so fast. So
Mm.
I invite people to come early. Our people, please don't come at our time.
We'll
I
have a
am
tent there.
I invite people to come early and see the sunset and see the beauty and see the opulence and actually have time to enjoy it. Don't come rushing when we are putting a crown on the queen. So come early because you're gonna have a prosecco stand there, and we've got a couple of VIPs coming in. I've just confirmed somebody from the county of Meath that I've been looking for a very long time. So I'm super excited. Our judges are fantastic and they're ready. The queens are super ready. And what I'm excited about is the network of people in Ireland because this is sort of the first big event I'm doing in Ireland. I'm looking forward to the mingling and the network of all of those people who are in a similar space to us. And that's why I think it's not just about the Queens Beyond stage, it's about those meaningful connections as well. We're gonna have a lot of media there, lots of photography. And of course, the live queens are gonna be joining us on the red carpet.
The
The
Can't
live queens are
wait.
gonna be on the red carpet. So come there, man. Get your beautiful pictures taken. Come and have a wee interview with the live queens. We're gonna be joined by another queen from Phoenix FM here. She's a radio host here at the Phoenix FM in Dublin, Palisa. She's gonna be joining the live queens. And you never know, I might just make an appearance as well as a live queen to do an interview or two, if time allows. But there's gonna be exhibition stands there as well. I've got amazing people with amazing businesses who want to share resources, information about their business. And we've got a big ass a banner with money. So come through and take your pictures, take your videos, go live, tell your friends about it, use the right hashtags, and it's gonna be glorious. And of course, we want to be starting early. By 7 o'clock, I want people to be sitting down because we have a meal planned. We've got a nice banquet meal planned. The entertainment is on fire. It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be grand. We can't wait. We can't wait.
Now you really want me to have that tent in front of that Johnstown estate already. Sounds amazing. Can't wait, honestly. I think it's going to be amazing, but I think I can't wait to see the traditional part,
Ooh,
all
of
the
course.
Irish, African Irish queens representing their own heritage, their own culture, embracing their roots. I can't wait for that part. I think it's going to be really,
That's
it's,
a big highlight. And
yeah,
because they're younger than us, they're
yes.
agile. I'm hoping they are jumping higher and they are dancing harder.
You mean when you talk about younger than you're talking about yourself, right? Because last time I
My sister,
checked,
I've also seen your dancing decline over there. You are closest to me now in age, in dance
you
age.
you shall be surprised. I shall be in the middle of it.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
No,
No,
definitely looking forward
definitely.
to it. Yeah, yeah.
Um, you
I
know,
think I'm looking. Oh, sorry.
no, go on, Kunash, because I'm actually still thinking what question I wanna
Oh,
throw out
okay.
there.
So roughly how many rounds are we looking at for the whole night?
Oh, are we giving everything away now?
Well, Queen, whatever. If you want to give us a little bit or all of it. But
Okay.
you know what? The thing is, whatever you give us tonight, definitely not everybody can actually see the reality and see
Yeah.
how small you've made it look, because I know that it's gonna be big. So don't worry.
Okay. Look, I mean, I think people need to just make sure that they're going to bed early on Friday night, okay? Because Saturday is going to be a very long night. So
Mm.
you're gonna be coming there literally from as you coming through the photography, the interviews, the meal and the show. I want people to be energized. I want people to be engaged. We have a couple of rounds. We have enough rounds, and what we're trying to do with those rounds is showcase different aspects of these queens' talents. Um, and I think I'm gonna say it here because the queen has announced it. I don't know if you guys have seen the ads, but a friend of mine who's actually doing the event planning is gonna be launching her cowhide clothing line. Her name is Tricelle Peters. She goes by Tricelle Afro Couture, Tricelle Peters Afro Couture. So she's going to be dressing the queens for the first dress, and she is got this amazing cowhide range that she's designed that she's bringing to Ireland. She's going to be sort of launching it, mini launching it at my. So we're super excited for her. Shout out to Tricelle Peters Couture because she's done so much for us and she's continued to do so much. And she's actually the reason why the place is going to be looking beautiful and African, and it's all coming together. And of course, you're going to see different aspects of the queens. So you're going to be seeing them all energized, dancing on stage. You might see them also demure and pageant-like and queen-like. You might also see them showcasing, different elements of womanhood, just in terms of sports. The one thing that we decided we're not going to do at Mai this year, or maybe ever, is we're not going to be doing swimsuit. For many reasons. I know there's pageants who do swimsuit, and of course it's beautiful and whatnot, but we're not going to be doing the swimsuit element because there's so much to showcase other than the physical female body. But listen, we've got artists coming there to perform as well. We've got young upcoming artists showcasing the African culture, some of them the hip hop culture, and the dignitaries. Oh my God, I'm in awe of what's coming on Saturday. So
Mm.
yes, 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 yes.
Amazing, amazing. So all roads leading to Ireland this weekend, roads, airports, waves, sea waves, everything is going all the way to Ireland. And
Yes.
of course, next year people will buy the first release of tickets before they sell out.
That's for sure. That's for
True,
sure.
true.
And can I give a shout out to people traveling from all over? Because County Meath is it's actually right in the middle of Ireland. So what that means is everybody has to make a little bit of effort to travel from where they're coming from. So shout out to everybody coming through to County Meath specifically for this, because it's not like the center of the city where you just get on a bus and go. You actually make an effort to, I'm gonna buy a ticket, I'm gonna come through. It's a commitment to this event. So I'm absolutely grateful for that. And then people traveling from everywhere, people coming from the UK, Manchester, Birmingham, London, all sorts of those. Shout out to my Africa
Wow.
UK pageant queens, man. They're going to be coming through, as well as the life queens. The kings as well, of course, we see you. Can't forget the kings. So yeah, absolutely, absolutely glad that everybody's coming to support. And I think it's testament to do to others what you want to be
Mm.
done unto you. One of my queens said that yesterday. You
Amen.
give a little, you take a little, and
True.
somehow people show up for you. So thank God for that.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Okay, Boss Queen, do you have any question for Queen D, or we move on to Africa UK pageant grand finale?
One question. I think we've talked about Mai and the grand finale itself, but I think I'm quite interested in knowing you as a person, you as Queen D, the one that we know. Of course, you are part of AUK. You have been in the journey with us previously, but
Yeah.
asking you this question coming from a point of being the CEO of Mai, how has it shaped you, apart from obviously constantly being tired, and apart from having learned a lot from the Gen Zs? I'm calling them the Gen Zs. Obviously, Queens, you understand what I mean.
I
And
think they're
yeah,
younger
what
than Gen Zs, but
well,
anyway.
how has it shaped you as a person, your identity, how you see things, but also like, you know, different aspects that can't be touched on, let's say racism and all that in
Yeah.
Ireland. How has it shaped you as a human being?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you definitely change, you definitely learn. I think in the beginning, it's a little bit of a honeymoon stage where you're super excited about a new project and you're throwing yourself and everything that's in, that you need to. Um, and then you meet lots of wins along your ways, but you also meet lots of challenges. And through those challenges, you have to maneuver stuff that sometimes you're not willing to admit you don't know. I had to admit that I don't know certain things about event planning. I don't know certain things about finding the right network for myself in Ireland. I needed to admit that I needed to take a back step and actually talk to people who know about event funding, applying for proper funding from, resources and knowing how to do it properly. And, we've had a couple of hit and misses. I'm going to be the first one to declare that I had an event planned in Dublin and it was supposed to go a certain way, but it was an absolute miss. But you know what? By doing that event, I learned so much for this finale. I knew that there's no way that I can use the same resources or the same method that I used for my event in Dublin for the Johnstown. And I had to admit to myself that I made a big mistake, big expensive mistake, but loads of learning. And in terms of perception from people, I think there's a lot of positive feedback. It overpowers the negative feedback. So even today, I don't know what I was doing on the Live Queen's TikTok, and for some reason, somebody decided to rewatch my anti-racism video. And even though I did the speech a couple of months ago, people don't get tired of, telling us to go back on the boat and going home. And there's a lot of issues with why we need to celebrate Africa and the diaspora. You can see where people are coming from. Like, why, if you came to Ireland, why are you not celebrating Ireland? Why do you want to celebrate Africa? But I think that's why we set Mrs. Africa Ireland, to recognize the fact that we're both African and Irish, and we have the right to celebrate both cultures. And if I'm celebrating my culture, I'm not encroaching on yours. I'm not saying your culture is less. I'm just saying I'm here and I'm going to celebrate myself. And if you want to join me in celebrating my heritage, please join me. But please don't shun me away from an aspect of myself that's at the core of who I am. So, hey, look, I've had to pull on my big girl pants and be strong and sort of concentrate on the positives. And sometimes I had to actively just put a blind eye to certain things because they were not helping. But all in all, a learning journey, and I'm sure I'm gonna learn a lot as time goes. Thank you so much for the question, Boss Queen.
You're welcome. I think pageantry is all about giving people, kings and queens, that platform to actually being vocal about certain aspects and topics that are not allowed or not relevant to other people, but still needs to be out there. And I think it also encourages a lot of people to just being themselves, regardless of them being within the diaspora and not being asked to be themselves. So yeah, I can't wait to see the Irish embrace the African this Saturday. Otherwise, we're going to be embracing them either way. It's a
It
give and
is.
take,
It's
I always
inevitable.
say.
It's going to happen. Look, I think we owe it not just for ourselves, but to our children and our children's children. We
Yeah,
are here. We're not really going anywhere, so we need to make sure that the environment is conducive for the next generation.
yeah. Over to you, Queen Ash. I think we are ready for AUK.
Yes, Queens. Okay, let us know. So I have seen beautiful flags flying around on social media of different countries. I've seen beautiful sponsors. I've seen beautiful charities. So give us a snapshot of what stage Africa UK pageant is at the moment. Either of you?
Yeah, Queen Ash, go on. I mean, I've talked already here.
No worries. So at the moment, obviously, we're just trying to showcase all our sponsors, from the sponsors that have sponsored us as a pageant and the sponsors that are sponsoring the finalists. And I think it's just beautiful to see organizations coming in to help these finalists that have a vision and also make a difference within their communities. It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. So, and obviously we're counting down. It's like 2.5 weeks, but
Is it?
yes, it's two and a
Yeah.
half weeks to go.
I think I've just forgotten how to count. I don't know why I'm thinking 7 weeks.
Now it's
No.
2.5 weeks, and to be honest, it's going so fast because when we think about it, most of us, well, some of us are going to be in Ireland this weekend, and then the following weekend, and then we just have one weekend. Well, some will have one weekend free, and then we're at it again
Yeah.
on the 13th. But yeah, looking forward to it, definitely. And
Awesome.
obviously, I think the lifestyle event starts on the Thursday, 9 a.m.
Mm.
Ooh,
And I
okay.
think all the kings and queens, as much as Mai is happening, the same ambience is going on with the kings and queens over here. They're already counting down. They're already, it's not about panicking, but it's just like, am I gonna be still in shape with the dress that I have? Am I still gonna be okay with the steps that I've been practicing throughout? Am I good
Yeah.
enough? They're questioning themselves a lot, which is normal. We've been there, we've done that, and we know that it's doable, and it's actually just it's more about encouraging themselves, but also appreciating them being part of AUK and knowing that this journey is about to change them, or it has already actually changed them to some extent, just for them being part of it. And I think they are starting to make me get anxious with, what am I wearing? It's the dress that I have, and am I gonna be okay with the lifestyle event? Is it going to be well coordinated and all those stuff? I have to be honest, I've started dreaming of it. I've just started
That's
dreaming
good.
of,
Good.
wow, how is it gonna be like? Am I going to be able to cater to all of them? But I think they're going to be very, very much okay. They have been very self-sufficient, very amazing in encouraging each other. You have seen a lot of advertisement, but also on social media, just putting themselves out there. Even the ones that couldn't or wouldn't dare. Quindy, I'm just saying.
Oh no, Mama, that's a
Those
long time
ones.
ago. I don't know who you're talking about. For me, I don't even recognize that person anymore. I can put down 20 posts tonight if I want.
We are sorry. I'm just saying those days.
Oh, I don't know who that person is. You know her. I don't remember her.
As I was saying, I have a memory of an elephant. And the thing I'm trying to explain here or to highlight is that our change is on the way, a good change for all of them. And regardless of where they are now, it's a good change, it's a good anxiety, it's a good worry, and it's actually shaking everybody out, it's getting everybody excited, and it should get a lot of people excited who should be there to watch.
Yeah.
Quindy has said, we are going to be showcasing, we're going to be on live. I am promising you, on that day, you shall not see anything on my Instagram. You shall come and
It's
experience
fine.
it.
I'll show them. Don't worry, people. Come to
Don't do
my IG.
it.
I will be showing you.
I want them to be part of it. Tickets are still available at £90. Manchester Miracle Piccadilly. It's going to be lit. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be after party. You guys are going to miss out if you're not present. What's the point of actually being sitting on the couch, watching it from your socials? It doesn't make sense. Come and actually experience it. It's a feeling on another level. So yeah, that's just,
Yes. So where can we
yeah.
get tickets?
Off to you, Queen Ash.
Is it on the website or
It's
Eventbrite?
on imperialvotes.com, where you can also vote for the queens and kings on People's Choice. And yeah, tickets are still available for £90. Everybody is welcome. And I think there's still some stalls available that can be purchased. So yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to everybody being present on that day.
Yeah.
And come to slay. Please do not come come to slay. Let me just put it that way. Come to slay, please.
All right. For somebody who's never been to a pageant finale before, what does Africa UK pageant finale promise?
A night of empowerment, a night of African traditions coming together, an a night of like just different. Oh my God, definitely networking. It's a great night to network. It's a very beautiful ambience. Like, oh my God. I was actually thinking about it the other day, and I thought how I first went and I said, I'm just going to support a friend. And then I got hooked, and now this will be my fourth grand finale. So
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
it goes on
effect.
to show how addictive it is, because it's not an event. I don't think it's fair for us to call it an event. It's an experience, because the moment that you experience the whole thing, you just want to come back and back
Yeah.
and back and back every year. But yeah, don't
Yeah,
miss it.
and yeah. And I think a lot of us, or us African people in the diaspora, always forgets sometimes, because of all the errands that we're running, all the busyness that we're in. We forget sometimes who we are, where we're from, our roots, our heritage. So come and just experience even the song that will remind you of your childhood, the dance that will remind you of what your mama used to do, or what your daddy used to sing or love hearing. Even just the attires, come through and just experience, have a deja vu, I would say, of your own roots, of your own culture, heritage, of your own person identity, for you
Yeah.
to be able to identify and just remember, yeah, before
And
anything, you
come
are
early.
African.
I think if you come early and absorb the whole
Yes.
experience, it's so amazing. And I think that's sort of what we need to keep pushing about the events that we are setting. It's different from sort of a singing show. It's different from a movie. It's different from a film night. It's actually, you need to come in early and enjoy the stands and enjoy the company and enjoy the networking and enjoy the food and enjoy the show. If you sort of cutting it short and coming in at 9 p.m., then you're sort of missing the whole point of it all. So please, the same way you would come in on time because you booked a movie or you booked something, come on time and just make sure that you really just, enjoy the full experience. It's a full package.
Exactly. And Live Queens are going to be there 100%. So if you have never met us, this will be maybe your first time to actually experience us in our element. We will be embracing the journey as well with the kings and queens, but you can also enjoy with us and just be part of the big experience, as Queen Ash already mentioned.
Fantastic. Are there any big announcements this year? I know last year the big announcement was there's going to be Mr. Africa, UK, and Ireland. Any big announcements you can look forward to this year?
Of course, we're Africa UK pageant. We are growing. Every year there has to be a big announcement. So yeah, it's one to definitely come and witness.
Or is
And
it a secret?
we'll leave it to that, unless you have our socials.
Really, to be honest, it's not a secret anymore, because the registration will actually open, is it on the 13th of no yeah, I think on the 13th, or the actual night of the grand finale. It's we're actually launching Mr. Young, Mr. Young Africa UK, or Miss Young Africa UK, which is basically anyone between the age of 18 to 29. You are definitely welcome to register. It's like I was thinking about it and I was thinking, oh my God, who's in my diary? Like, I've already got people.
And is it for
And
both? Is it for both Mr. and Miss? So it's
Yes.
so both the
Yeah.
males and the females from the age of
Yes.
18 to 101.
I've always wanted something like that to launch. Finally, somebody has failed to actually represent my age. I can't wait. Queen Ash, just put me as the first one. Come first, first come, first serve. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be grand. I think it's going to be quite interesting to see how the young kings and queens are going to be embracing also, their roots in the UK. It's really going to be amazing.
Yes, no, I think it's definitely a sign of growth and a sign of developing. Because people always think, okay, where can you go with pageantry? There's so many levels to go. So congratulations, Africa UK pageant. We cannot wait. Anything else I haven't asked you, Queens, before we bring in our secret guest?
You haven't mentioned at my how much the tickets are and whether they're still available or sold out.
She did. That was the first thing she
Oh,
did.
oh, I didn't hear that.
Girl,
How much are they? Have they reduced so that I
No,
can
they're
put in a
sold out.
complaint?
how can
Sold
they be
out.
reduced, Mama? If you come in there and you want to secretly sneak in, there's a secret sneak in fee of €200. But anyway, I don't know. Don't come to the Johnstown. Don't come to the Johnstown if you don't have a ticket, because unfortunately, it's not one of those places where you can just jump in on the bus and pop in. It's out of town. You need to make sure you have your ticket. You need to make sure that there's a seat reserved for you. We have sold out. If you haven't bought the tickets, where have you been? Just make sure that you put it in your diary, because we will be doing it same Saturday next year. I think the next year is going to be the 31st of August. I'll make sure on the calendar. But anyway, it's a super lush event. It's a super elevated event. You don't just come and sort of buy a ticket at the door. I'm sorry. I won't be able to do that. I'll be sitting down enjoying the grand finale.
Uh-oh. There's something I've done wrong here then. Wait, is Life Queens have we got a table? Because otherwise I
Ah,
have to hustle
there's
for that
tables
200.
everywhere for Live Quiz, Mama. God prepares tables for us everywhere you go.
All right, then. We are all looking forward to this weekend's grand finale, obviously. And on the 13th, we'll be starting to count down the dates from Monday,
Awesome.
so that it can go quickly. It goes quickly either way. So, yeah.
All right, okay. I'm trying to see if our guests can come through. I've just invited them now. If you can see the invite, please come through. I don't know who wants to. Okay, I think, yeah, there you go.
Hello, ladies.
Hey, Shay. How are
Okay,
you?
come.
How are you?
We are
Good,
all
thank you.
excited.
Fantastic. It
Loving the
feels,
hair.
I'm a bit nervous being here, even though it's not my first time.
Okay, manager, we are sorry.
I mean, the last time I was here, I was the one interviewing, and now I'm on the other side.
Yes.
True.
That's a sign of growth and learning. If you can do it both ways, it's perfect. Because sometimes you get so comfortable just doing the interviewing until you are being interviewed. You're like, oh, I've only grown in one
Definitely.
aspect of speaking.
Mm.
Definitely.
Yeah. So welcome to Life Queens. I think you're wearing my hair. I feel like I need that hairstyle for this weekend, but anyway, I'll have to do what I'm gonna do.
We'll see. We can't wait to see what's happening this weekend.
No, don't worry, it's happening already. It's already starting to happen in my head. The weekend is literally just going to be a culmination of my manifestations. It's already happened.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Okay, welcome to Life Queen Semester Tigo. I'm gonna leave this to Queen Ash because this is her partner.
Hey. I love the way that you say this is her partner. It's all right. I'll take Chef Tigom as my partner. No worries at all. Anytime. So Tigom, for someone that doesn't know you, could you tell us who you are, where you're from, and a little bit about your background, please?
Okay, I am Tshegofatso Moelwa. I am popularly known as Tigom. Now, Chef Tigom, founder and CEO of Plated by Tigom. I am from the northwest of South Africa, from a small village called Gopane. I I grew up in a family of philanthropists, a family that believes in giving back,
Mm.
and yeah, very church oriented, very Christian, very giving. Yes.
Wow. I think Queen D forgot to mute her thing, and she was kind of.
I know it's you know what it's almost like your future speaking at you because I'm thinking, oh, I wonder what it is that he's gonna say that I am not, and maybe sometimes I'm one of those things. So it's
Oh, bless.
interesting.
No, thank you so much, Chef Tigom. And to be honest, I really truly appreciate you being here today because I do understand it was last minute. Yeah, I really appreciate that. It means that my circle is not only one that I can depend, but it's actually like a true circle. So I do appreciate you coming on.
Honestly.
Um, I will probably give it off to Boss Queen to ask a question.
Yes, hello, Chef Tigom. Oh my God, if you know, you know, I love food and I've already seen what you're doing. I can't wait for one day to sit there and just be spoiled by your meals. But in the meantime, I know that you're doing a great job already. Just wondering, how come Chef Tigom, Plated by Tigom, how did you come to creating that? And also, what drew you to catering and event management? And yeah, how did your journey begin just generally?
Okay, so I grew up with my grandmother. She was a primary school principal. And whenever there were elections in the country, be it local or national, she was like the manager because her school was a voting station. I remember this one time I was in grade two. She was still working on that, and I was home alone, hungry. And I went into the kitchen not knowing what I was going to do. And something came out. It might have been very salty eggs, but it did come out. And I think from then I started learning how to cook, learning how to measure things properly. And then I started falling in love with food. I started using food to bring people together, started using food to put smiles on people's faces. I remember last year when a certain aunt of mine was home, she was tired of eating the paps and all of those things, and she wanted a salad. And I remember after I made the salad, the smile on her face, the way she just lit up. And that is what fulfills me because I've always believed food is more than just eating. It's an experience. It's about bringing people together. Hence, yeah, hence Plated by Tigom.
Wow, amazing. To be honest, food will always bring people together, especially when it tastes good. Now I'm jealous about that salad, even though I would rather have pap, but yeah. Amazing that it actually tasted great. And yeah, congratulations on becoming Chef Tigom and taking this route and getting out of your comfort zone to say, you know what, I'm creating now Plated by Tigom and I'm doing something magic out of it. So yeah,
Yeah.
back to you, Queen Ash.
You know what? I was just about to say, like, what type of salad would you make that would make someone think, oh my God, I think I can be a chef just from a. Did you take a picture of that? Because obviously that's something that you have to keep that for memories.
I think we do have a picture of the salad. I think we have an Instagram reel on vegan Motswana, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh,
okay, okay.
Yes.
We're gonna have to go back to the vegan page to check that one out for sure.
Yeah.
Over to you, Quinty.
Thank you so much, Queen, and thank you for all the people who've come here to support Tigom. You've brought a big crowd here. Obviously, I can see a lot of South African people here. Chef Tigom and Nicodemus saying, "I'm so lucky to have tasted Chef Tigom's delicious meal." Okay, all right. Well, I'm also very spoiled every time I'm in South Africa. I'm gonna just follow up because you've already sort of answered part of my question. I'm gonna follow up on Boss Queen's question, just in terms of the challenges. I don't think we heard the challenges about going into that culinary space. What would be, for somebody looking at you thinking, I want to go into that space, I want to be a chef, or I want to cook for people professionally. What are the positives And what are the possible challenges as well?
I think the most positive aspect of it is that the creativity is endless. There's a lot of already created things, but there's a lot more that could still come. And I think the biggest negative is that majority of the people will always go for big names. So as someone who is upcoming, it's a bit
Mm,
difficult getting up there.
mm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. And you haven't told the people what Plated by Tigom is about, what you do, and what does it entail?
Okay, so Plated by Tigom is a private chefing and small scale and large scale catering company. We provide five-star dining in the comfort of your home. So the things that you would go out for to have at a restaurant, we bring that into your home so that you can have that experience in a space where you're most comfortable. We also offer dining experiences, be it at events, corporate, weddings, anniversaries. We make sure that you are eating and your food is not just going in, it's an experience.
Mm. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. Back to you, Queenesh.
Well, thank you, Quinty. I think you probably answered the question that I wanted to ask earlier. But so if you had an opportunity, obviously now you are a chef, but if you had an opportunity to dine with an icon, who would it be and why, considering you are a chef now?
Who would I want to dine with? That's a very tricky question. I think everybody in my industry would say Gordon Ramsay, but not really.
Oh, not really. Okay, so who's it
Why?
I
then?
think
Why would anybody want to dine with Gordon Ramsay?
Because he's another chef?
Oh,
because he's one of the biggest names in the industry, and what you see on TV, all the swearing, all the backlash, it's common in the kitchen. It's something that we're used to in the kitchen.
yeah. Okay. All right. Let me go back
I
to my
think
seat. Thank you.
I think I'm gonna change the question a bit, and instead of answering an icon that I would sit down with,
Mm-hmm.
I will answer who would I want to cook for.
Okay, yes, please.
I think if I wouldn't say Beyonce, I would be committing a crime. But yes, I think I think the most iconic person that I could think of right now, if I could cook for the president of this country, then I have made it in this country.
Wow,
Yeah,
Chef Chigom, I think your list goes down to about three, four people that you would like to dine with at this rate.
definitely. We're dreaming big.
Yes.
I like that. I like that. Oh,
Definitely.
over to you, Boss Queen.
Thank you, Queen Ash. Yeah, you know what? Dreaming big is always the way to go. And I think you're already doing amazing. I mean, I always see from the pictures, and I'm like, I wish I could smell it because it must be smelling so good. And I know that you will do actually Queen B a favor, honoring her with your food.
Definitely.
So it'll be amazing. She might be able to even say you are the icon, actually. Yeah, coming to you, and my question will be, what's the vision, or what's your vision for Tigom in the next 5 years?
I was speaking to a friend of mine earlier today. Um, I think a year might sound like it's very short, but I'm looking to, by this time next year, to have like an office space
Hmm.
where our clients can come for consultations, where we can have like a studio kitchen to do tasting experiences and all of those things. And I think the biggest thing that I am hoping for God willing, is to have a company car. Because in my industry, I need to be moving around with a lot of equipment, and it's not ideal to always be hiring. I think hiring is more costly than having my own form of transportation. So I'm looking to have an office space, studio kitchen, and my own company's transport. Hopefully by this time next year, God willing.
Amen. Yeah, God willing. I envision that one for you already. It is done. Are you doing it by yourself or are you delegating? Are you looking into expanding? Obviously, you've just started by my understanding, but are you looking into evolving and involving other people, or is it going to be a 1 month thing and then you're going to just do it as you go?
I think the more we evolve, the more the team will grow as well. Right now, I'm fortunate enough to have the assistance of my friends. I have the most supportive friends. I think you guys can see them in the comments. When we did the food drive slash fun day at the orphanage this past Saturday, I just called them individually, and they were all ready to come and help in any way that they could. I think I am blessed to have friends who show up and show out for you. Right now, I think I can work with them as we're growing, and a little bit of compensation here and there because I can't expect them to do everything for free. And I think once we've grown, once we are at that level, then we will definitely need to start having extra chefs on the team, more staff members, delivery people, so on and so forth.
Amazing. Sounds like a great plan already. I like that. Have you written everything down or is it only in here?
Everything is written down. We are doing things by the book. We are
Yes.
a registered company in the Republic of South Africa.
Well done.
Oh my God, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, this chef is on fire. Well done and congratulations.
Thank you. And today we just opened our business account, our business bank account. Our emails are running. We have a business telephone line. Everything is just looking well. So we are ready to go. All we need right now as clients, if you call us right now, if you have a wedding on Saturday, you're calling us now, we are ready to show up.
Oh, fantastic.
Why am I getting hungry?
Because you want a plate. You
Yes.
want to be plated by Tigom.
That's on definitely.
For me,
And
I
I
want to
mean,
hear a little bit about that. I heard something about the drive on the weekend. I think we need to hear a little bit more about that.
okay, so as I mentioned, I'm from a family of philanthropists, very giving back oriented. And so initially, in the first half of the year, I've been reaching out to a lot of people, offering them my services for free, just for exposure purposes. And I had spoken to Queen Ash one time about her, if she knew anyone in the country who could be interested in that. And she reached out one day. She said, she wants to give back. I want to cook for free. Why don't we collaborate? And instantly I said yes, because I'm from a background of giving back. I'm from a background of selflessness, for lack of a better term. So when that concept was pitched to me, I instantly knew the orphanage, because the orphanage that we went to, a friend of mine, his family's church, the kids go to the church, and he's their Sunday school teacher. So he's always told me about these kids. So Donda. So when the idea was presented to me, I already knew the orphanage that we were going to. I came up with the menu, and then a few tweaks were made here and there because the kids are always
A
eating.
lot of tweaks were made.
And then because the kids are always the kids are always eating proper cooked meals every day. We decided that instead of going the traditional food route, let's make burgers and fries. So we had burgers and fries, we had party packs, we had popcorn for the kids, we had a jumping castle hired, we had a lot of various games. So while I was in the kitchen with two, three of my friends, the rest of them were outside playing with the kids and interacting. So there was 9 of us, there was 8 of us in total on Saturday.
Wow.
And they were wearing my merch,
Oh.
courtesy of Sparkle of Hope. It's just that I can't stand up and turn around, but on the back, there's the Sparkle of Hope logo, there's the Live Queenz logo, and there's the Africa UK logo.
And plated by Tigo.
Plated
In
by
front.
Tigone is in the front.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
So
you so much.
right now we're waiting for the journalist who was there. She's writing an article about our Saturday. So as soon as we have that, that'll be posted on Plated by Tigom's official Instagram.
Fantastic. Sounds like amazing work. I mean, I don't know if you guys feel like you are in a twilight zone as well, or sort of a deja vu moment, because I'm just thinking, wow, wow. For me, what I'm thinking, ladies, to be honest with you, I'm just thinking, look at the power of beautiful connections. Look at the power of empowerment. And I think it reminds us all the time to always look around ourselves, because empowerment is not a unidirectional uh, thing. You never know whose life you're touching. And for me, my heart is just filled with so much fuzz right now. Thank you to Queen Ash. Thank you to the Life Queens, and to see all the way in the diaspora in the UK and Ireland, have a young queen in South Africa do something for themselves, with their friends, with the support, of the empowerment journey. For me, I think this is a full circle moment, and I think this is what this is all about. This is really what all of this is about. So I'm very, very proud of that. Kudos, Queen Edge, for orchestrating everything and just make sure that everything goes well. I'm very proud of you, Tigo. I'm very, very proud. This is a proud moment.
To be honest, I think I'm really proud of you as well, and I truly appreciate, because I think your transparency, the passion, everything, I'm not gonna lie, it's been out of this world. I've worked with so many people, but to be honest, I give you that green tick, like, yes. And I wouldn't hesitate at any moment to introduce you to anyone that would want your services. And I do pray that organizations come your way and that things will go your way. Everything that you journal at 2 a.m. at 3 a.m., the universe is reading that. And God will surely, is it Habakkuk 2 verse 22, write the vision down so that he who reads it will help you make it possible. And the way that you're putting all your effort, the love and everything, it will all come, and it's all coming up. Maybe someone is even watching now and thinking, we were going to hire you. But yeah, it's all working out together for your good. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, super congratulations. Well done.
Thanks so much,
I don't know if Queen Deep, you can see any comments, because I cannot see anything from my end.
For sure. I think a lot of supporters are still here. A lot of people giving a shout out about the food thing that you are talking about. Let me just see. I think I'm just gonna read from when Lady Ruxa made a comment. I think that's when Tigom was talking about putting stuff down in his journal and manifesting. And Lady Ruxa says, "Manifested, my dear, manifested. Yes." La Vida Nicole, one of the finalists, Africa, UK, and Ireland. Wow, you go, Queen. And somebody said, from your lips to God. So whatever you profess with your mouth, just remember the universe hears it. And somebody suggested Uber Eats. Ooh, 5-star dining Uber Eats. Oh, I can just see that happening. Okay. The vision is so clear, Nicodemus underscore MDK. And Lady Ruxa says, we are seeing the uprising of the Tigom Empire. Amen. And Tabiso says, yes. Fundi says she's already got a chef for her wedding. And somebody said besides being a chef, she's super organized with the administration. I didn't know that, so I'm obviously finding out new information here. Thank you
No,
very
she
much.
is. I totally agree with that one. She is 110%.
And Boss Queen say, of course, we believe that straight away. Um, yeah, so Fundi was saying, now I've got a chef for my wedding. Fundi, reach out. And Nicodemus saying it was a fun day. The children were so happy, and that's the most important thing. Saturday was a beautiful success. Fundi, for me, how come I'm not invited to this wedding, but Boskuri is going? But anyway, we'll talk about it after. That Leko says empowerment and unity at its best. And of course, Boss Queen are reminding us there to follow our page at live_Queenz with a Z if you want to see this interview again. And if you want to continue seeing interviews like this at Live Queens, here we just hiring space, which is about to expire soon. And Lady Roxa says the sole purpose of Live Queens. That's what I was talking about, the connections there. Loads of people clapping hands and super proud of you. Must be Sitle. We are so proud of you, friend. Thank you so much for all of your comments, and well deserved, well deserved. Back to you, Quinesh.
Thank you, Queen D. I don't know if any of you queens have got a question for Chef Tigom. Okay.
I
Oh, sorry.
do. For me, I would just say put a message out now in the universe, because sometimes when we're starting out, we are stuck with logistics. We're stuck with the numbers and stuff in our head. So if you had to make a wish right now to the universe, to the gods, to the ancestors, whoever you believe in, what are the biggest things that you're wishing for, that you feel will get you to the level where you need to get? I know you've already talked about the car, you've already talked about the clients and everything, but what is it that you would wish for here that you think will sort of remove, that block from your head or from your plans to just make you flourish? So put it out here, because the universe is listening.
I think for me, I think I've already crossed that. Even though I am a qualified chef and I do know that I know how to cook, I'm always nervous having to cook for new audiences. And my friends have always told me that you say you're a chef, but we've never tasted your food. And on Saturday, they went on to tell me how they were enjoying the food as well. So on Sunday, that's when I started the registration process. I started the everything, all of the processes that I've been doing in the past 3 days. That's when I just decided, you know what? It's now or never. We're going to do
Mm,
this, and there's nothing that's going to get in our way.
mm,
So I've just eliminated that element of fear, that element of self doubt, because I know I can do this. I
yeah,
know I've been doing this unqualified, and now I am doing it qualified.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
am capable of doing this, and I am doing it. So
Yeah.
we are going up from here.
Absolutely. No, that's fantastic. And would you ladies agree that it is normal to, when you start something new, it's normal to have that voice at the back of your head saying, what are you doing? Are you sure? Do you not need another certificate? Do you not need another, training or whatever? That's very much normal. But I think you've got the right attitude. You've got the right frame of mind. I wish I had your frame of mind at your age. So kudos, kudos to you. And whatever you've professed here with your lips, the universe has heard it, and wishing you all the best, all of the success and all of the opportunities, because you are ready. Like you said, all you need is clients. You don't need anything else.
Yes. And like I said, I'm fortunate enough to have a very supportive family and very supportive friends. I really don't know how I could have done it without my friends on Saturday. I just want to really say thank you to them. They really pulled through, and their support is endless. Whenever I go to them with an idea, they will immediately get on it, immediately give more ideas on how we can make that idea bigger.
Mm.
Right now, we are planning something at Plated by Tigom, um, visuals.
Okay.
So be
All
on the
right.
lookout.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Back to you, Quinesh.
Thank you, Queen D. So, Chef Tigom, for someone that's not following your social media, the business one, where can they find you?
So we are currently on Instagram at Plated by Tigom. No underscore, no period. We will be soon expanding onto other social media platforms. Our email is bookings@platedbytigom.co.za. And if you go on our Instagram page, there is a post with our contact details. Our number, our email address is there as well.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, I can see a website coming through soon at this rate. Yeah.
Definitely, that is in the works. I think my biggest priority was getting a domain for the email address because I didn't like the @gmail.com. I think having your own domain is a bit more professional.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true.
And we are open to working with more organizations like we did with Sparkle of Hope. We are open to collaborations. We are open to more opportunities of growth.
Awesome.
Amazing. Amazing. Oops.
Yeah.
So, okay. Would you, Chef Tigom, have any questions for the Life Queens by any chance?
I think I've already sort of answered this question in my head, but I think I'll just ask it anyways. What would you ladies say to someone of my age who just established their own business in a market that is very niche, and it's not the easiest thing to get clients because people tend to go for big established names in my industry.
Yeah.
For
I
me,
can start. Oh,
okay,
go
yeah,
on,
sure.
Ash.
No.
I can start. I think the question reminds me of the Queens asking about sponsorship, you know. I think it's easy to go for the big fish and the big established people. And for me, in my head, I always think the established people have their marketing, you know. They've got their brand out there already. They already have people knocking at doors. They already have people waiting to book and waiting for a couple of months. So what I would advise is focus on up and coming brands like yourself. Focus on, you know, sort of somebody starting out something who's looking to do an event. They may not have an exorbitant budget to, you know, set up a lush sort of dining experience and collaborate with those people and get seen in that light. Already what you've done this weekend with Queen Ash is testament of the kind of work that's going to put you out there. That's the first thing that I would say. The second thing is I would say just remain authentic, remain honest, because that's what keeps people coming back. And consistency, as boring as it is, you have to be consistent. So whatever you do for this weekend event, you have to do for my event. You have to do it for Boss Queen's event, because word of mouth is stronger, more powerful than any social marketing you can do. So authenticity and consistency, that's the last thing I would say. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Boss, do you want to go next? Oh,
For me, I think I will give you one advice. You already have it in you. And I love the fact that you already say, why not? I like the confidence in you that you're already portraying within your own project and within, Plated by Tigom. One thing I can tell you by experience, you will experience and encounter many defeats. But one thing I can tell you, you must not be defeated. That's one thing I go by, and what I would advise you, regardless of what you're going through, what you're experiencing. It will be tough because obviously you can't, you have to climb the stairs or the ladder step by step. You can't just be upstairs and. But it's the, like Quindi say, consistency and being patient and resilience irregardless. Fall 7, but stand 8. Wear that crown and get moving. Okay? That's
Yeah.
what I would give you.
Thank you.
Amen.
I think you've got the best advice from Life Queens, but and I agreed with both of them. And I'll probably add to say your circle. Just make sure that you keep the right people, because at the end of the day, I could tell you what you're dreaming is like, it's out of your league. Why would you do that? So, and I believe that at the moment you've got the right set of friends. So just keep moving with those friends and be in environments that help you grow, that nourish your passion, because I believe now this is your passion and this is your purpose, not only to give back to community, but just for yourself. It's something that you enjoy doing. So definitely, I believe that the right people will start coming your way. Just make sure that if they say there's a cookout somewhere, go there, hang out, and before you know it, your page is growing, your business is growing, clients are coming through, and you're on newspapers and, you know, every day. And we'll be seeing you there. Like, yeah, I used to know this. I used to know this chef, you know? And by that time, would have to be making appointments to see you. So anything is possible. Don't limit yourself. Go for it. You can do it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Queens. Word of the day, quote of the day, and we say our goodbyes, if that's okay.
Yes, I will start. For me, I will kick off with what's happening this weekend. I've actually never seen this. I've never used this quote before, but I'm going to use it today. Mrs. Africa Island, celebrating culture, embracing diversity. Can't wait to see you at the Johnstown County Meet on Saturday, the 30th of August.
Amazing. We're coming.
And for me, I think today I will say community is key. Yeah.
Say it, and I feel like you need to say it in Swahili because it's there. Hey.
Let's leave it there.
Oh my God.
Community is key.
Chef Tigom, do you have, what's your word or quote for the day?
I think in the spirit of slogans, I will say elevated flavor, intimately plated.
Ooh,
Yes!
We like that.
Oh
we
my
got the
God.
sauce already.
Yes!
We got the spice.
I love that. Whoa.
Oh my God.
Wow, wow, wow.
Fantastic. Why didn't I come up with it? Oh my God.
Quote taken, Queen D. It's taken. Wow.
Say that again.
Elevated flavor, intimately plated.
Ooh.
It already sounds so yummy. I am hungry.
I
That's not fair.
Yes.
Wait, that should be somewhere along your advert. Like, you know, when you do your advert, that should definitely be. Or is that your like your
It
business?
is. It's our slogan.
Oh, you should have that on your uniforms for sure.
Definitely.
I love that. I love that.
And just add a bit of diamonds and sparkles there.
Because Lady Ruxa speaks Swahili. She says Jamini Muhimu. Lady Ru, you surprise me every day.
I like that, Lady Ruksha. I love that.
Okay.
Lady
Jamini
Ru.
Muhimu.
Jamii ni muhimu.
Jamini Muhimu. Okay.
Lady Rooks, I'm going to ask you to say that again on Saturday. See you on Saturday. Okay, my word would be comfort feels good, but it dulls your spirit. Growth grows in discomfort.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen. And with that, thank you so much, Chef Tigom, and thank you so much to everybody. And please do follow us on our Live Queens page. Please, please, and tell your friends and your friends' friends to follow us there too, because we need to get back on our page, as this page is only on rental and apparently we might not be using it sometime soon. So please do follow us on Live Queens. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a good evening.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Thank
everyone.
you.
It's been
Bye.
lovely. Thank you.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao. I'm gonna try and do it today. It's
Bye.
gonna work.
It does
Today
it.
it will work by any means necessary. Hold
I
on.
don't think it's working.
Hey, I
I
think
don't
they've
think it's
discontinued
working.
it. It used to
How do I
work.
fix this?
It's not
Yeah,
working.
No.
No,
but you get the
but the
point. You
love
get
is
the point.
felt.
Anyway, guys, Queen, see you in Ireland on Saturday.
Yes, ma'am. To be grand. Sure to
It
be
will be
grand.
grand. Bye.
Definitely. Bye.
Bye.